well done. That takes the pressure off the putt. That's a chip to be proud of.
Such soft hands.
Putting for bogey here. And that putt will drop. Well done. And with that effort, now 3 over for the day. Let's see what happens here on the 4th.
This one heading to the bunker.
Oh, absolutely flushed. Second shot here on the 4th. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. This one might need to set. And he's safely on the green with that shot. Didn't quite get the approach close enough, so a long putt in front of them.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Just didn't drop.
I think they didn't really understand how much downhill it actually was. Shocking.
Gee, that'll keep the momentum rolling, Rich. That'll help make a big move. Well, that's worth reviewing. Let's roll the videotape.
Beautifully judged. Great tempo on this chip.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's got some work to do, but he's only one back from his rival.
Okay, time to return to the action. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. The 5th hole here at Emery Beach Golf Club is a 172-yard par 3 from the back tees. Rich, your thoughts?
Look, the water on the left-hand side really is just there for decoration. Doesn't come into play. The difficult part, though, is this green sits well above the fairway there on the left-hand side. Most players are going to be bailing out, not wanting to go in that bunker to the right, but you miss it out to the left. You got a really challenging up and down.
And choosing the 8-iron here. Well, this one looks like it's heading to the sand. It's fair to say that wasn't their best shot.
Yeah, Wind took that one offline in a hurry.
Found the green side bunker. Looking for an up and down here. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
20 feet to the cup.
They've got this to get ahead of Will Zalatoris and leave him in their dust trail.
Hey, how's it going? How's it going?
Ouch, that hurts. 9 feet to the cup. Nice stroke.
Jeez. Oh, yeah, this one's not a good start.
Oh, he's up, Tiger. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole. This one started out on a good line. Yeah, he'll take that. Trailing by 5 shots after that hole. Ooh, bold play here. Going with the Chief off the tee. That tee shot looks pretty good. Second shot here on the 6th.
Hey, Shula, how's it going?
And here we are with the 3rd shot.
Pretty good win back into the player's face.
That's not what they were looking for.
And coming up well short.
Straight out of the top draw.
Judging it beautifully.
Well, this would be a great par putt if he can make this.
And this putt to draw even with Will Zalatoris.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? A bogey putt awaits. There it is. Currently at 6 over par.
And moving down the leaderboard as well.
Deep into the front 9. Here we are at the 7th hole. That should find the cut stuff. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Straight back up into the breeze. Going to be a tough one.
Going with the 8-iron here. That's just inside the range.
Would need to make a long putt to secure a birdie.
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Yeah, they've left it in the perfect spot here, just below the hole. They can be aggressive up the hill.
That was a gallant attempt. Let's catch up with the current proceedings. Scorecard filled with 3s never hurts. Good putt to make this. Steady on. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. Oh, so close. 11 feet left to the hole. Ooh, right by the hole. Just a 4-footer remaining.
This looks like it's got the speed and the line.
And there it is. And unfortunately heading in the wrong direction on the leaderboard after that hole. Let's see what happens here at the 8th. Opting for the 5-iron. That approach didn't seem to fit their eye.
Wynn got that one and took it wayward.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Well, you like the look of those hands.
That was a bad
Great
shot.
touch.
Well, a lovely opportunity to save par here. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. Trailing by 8 strokes now after that hole. Welcome to this par 5 hole.
I'm already losing. I'm like number 43 right now.
Time for the second shot here at the 9th.
Maybe after a few golf games.
This one's heading towards the rough, I think. Getting ready to play their 3rd. Didn't that look good for a long time? Found the green side rough. How close was that to going down?
It's not bad.
I like that. Always good when you've got hands like that around the green.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
Putting for a par here. Well done. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Looks like a lovely little draw there. And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard. All right, Rich, we've made the turn now into the final 9. What are your thoughts so far?
These rivals, there's nothing between them, is there? It's been entertaining so far. I'm interested to see how they attack the back 9 and who, if either of them, comes out on top.
Good shot there, Beamer. Rich, there's plenty of paths to the PGA Tour, but few seem to bash their way to the PGA Tour quicker than Will Zalatoris. It was an immediate impact he had, and it's just such an exciting game he possesses.
Watching him go from the Korn Ferry Tour and essentially bypassing all of that fairly immediately with the 3 wins and getting onto the PGA Tour and having such a profound effect when he was out there really is quite astonishing. Without getting the win, but seemingly in contention each and every week out there, you feel the sky is the limit for what's going to happen with this young man. He is so disciplined in what he does in a round of golf. He's got a great mind in the way that he approaches the game and how he advances the golf ball to point A to point B to point. He sees this golf course 3 shots in advance. It's just kind of like it's right there in front of him. It reminds me of an old school pool player who he's already made all the shots. Now just got to go ahead and just sink the next one because he set himself up perfectly for the next one. It's impressive.
Going with the hybrid. Yep, that shot safely on the green. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Can't be too aggressive here. Take your medicine and move on. This is down the hill.
How frustrating. Maybe you can chip it back close and limit the damage. And here we are with the third shot. Super shot, that.
All over the parking lot, but a chip in for par saves the day.
And let's have one more look at that shot.
This shot was absolutely perfect. Looks just as nice on the second viewing.
Now 8 shots back after that hole. Here we are, Rich, on the 12th tee at Emery Beach. And this par 5 is at 550 from the back tees.
And what a hole this is. Bunker down the right-hand side comes into play if you really mishit it, but the one right in the center, that little zit, I tell you what, that is going to make some players angry. I can promise you that. If you avoid all that, second shot, fairly straightforward. Anything bailing out to the right is going to lead to a really simple pitch shot for your up and down birdie.
Yeah, disappointing not to find the surface, Rich, but I like that play.
Looking for the draw, but not finding it.
What? Oh, stop it. What a way to make your par.
What an outstanding bunker shot. What a play. Great shot. Nicely done.
Whew. Ha, right at it from out of the bunker. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Setting up this putt 16 feet from the cup. This is their look at birdie.
Oh, just missed. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. Sitting at 8 over par for the day. And now we find ourselves with a par 4 here. That's a bit out of shape. Second shot here on the 13th hole.
Oh, come on.
Getting ready to play their third.
That was bad. Let's go.
Yes, hold it.
Ah,
There
nicely
you go,
done.
combat.
Great chip.
Moments like that deserve another look.
Now look how they attacked this one.
I was here earlier, Fontaine.
And stepping up the standings after that effort.
I'm happy for you.
And after a birdie at the last, they'll take the honour on the hole. Ah, great shot. This shot here from about 240 yards.
Breeze coming right into his melon.
This
Oh,
one's
geez.
left of the green.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
There's no way he made that. No way.
Oh, what a wonderful bunker shot. Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. Ooh, that almost went down. And that should secure the par on this one. And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that. Setting up now on a par 4. And from the bunker here. Not sure if they got that one flush. This might not find the fairway. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's one stroke behind his rival in this event.
Ah, yes.
And here we are with the third shot. Wow, that almost went in the hole. Par putt coming up here. Just hammered that through the line. This putt was about 8 feet.
So far, so good.
Not sure if they understood the lie of the land there, Rich. This next putt's for a Barney Rubble. And down it goes. Let's head to the next. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. Let's see what happens here at the 16th.
Coming off that double bogey, can they get their mind right?
Right into the water on that one. Well, Rich, in the thick stuff here, not a good spot to be. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
And here we are with their fourth. Oh, I thought that one was going in. All these are good putts to make. Good for momentum. Right on 7 feet.
Right over the spot they were looking at.
That gets the job done. And a little slide down the leaderboard happening. Make sure you respond quickly. Emery Beach Golf Club is another one of these courses, Rich, that has a short par 4 at 17th.
It does. As you can see, massive bunker down the left-hand side. So players really want to bail out to the right and leave themselves with just a nice, short little pitch shot. Only the brave and the longest are really going to want to challenge this green. A great opportunity for one final birdie.
Yep, solid connection. This is looking good.
This would be a great up and down. Didn't that look good for a long time? And he needs this to save par. Nice little putt to hole, that one. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Now striding to the final tee of this round. That ball looked a little thirsty. Getting ready to play their third. Splash.
Come on.
Time for the 5th shot. Sixth shot coming up.
Really?
That always looked wet, didn't it? Oh, time for number 8.
Wind's blowing from left to right. Going to try and hold it against the wind.
Is that right? I think so. How close was that to going down? Lovely touch. Well played.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
Ooh.
Never stop this game.
Oh, they'll be stoked with that. That could have been a big score, but a fighting finish. Well done. Why not take another look at that effort?
Perfect distance, perfectly judged, and look at that. Straight in the hole.
Well, Rich, I think it's fair to say that this player struggled with their game this week.
They're going to have to hit the driving range early next week, Luke. That was a very dismal performance.
Well, that'll just about do it. On behalf of Rich Beem, UK Sports and the PGA Tour proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beem in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hey guys, I can't wait to watch these two go at it again. It was an incredible battle first time round, and I think there'll be a few shots fired out here.
All right, Rich, your thoughts?
Zalatoris had the edge in their last meeting, Luke, so I'll be interested to see if they can pull out the win this time around.
Yeah, well, looks can be deceiving, can't they? While it might remind you of Happy Gilmore's caddy, this player is one to beat. And good luck in this rivalry because you're going to need it.
This one needs to kick left and kick left hard.
Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. Just didn't drop. And just about 8 feet left to the hole.
This for par. It's looking solid.
So it'll be a par to start their round.
Very nice par indeed. Very solid hole play.
He's currently in a share of top spot. The second hole is a long par 3 of typical Redan style at 230 yards.
Yes, the green runs from right to left and chases away from the player on the tee. You can hit it short right and have it bounce on to the flag sticks that are on the right. However, when they're in the back left, you don't want to come up short and left in a low area. That'll leave a very difficult up and down.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's sitting there in the rankings at 4th.
That's always an impressive looking ball flight, isn't it, the draw? Still a fair way away from the hole here. Time to make a long putt. Bit too heavy-handed there. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Setting up this putt 15 feet from the cup.
It's tracking. Nicely holed. And for par. So no movement there. He stays at even with the card. Rich, the first exposure to the famous lake here at Arnold Palmer's Bay Hill Club and Lodge is the third.
There's a lot of intimidating tee shots on this golf course, Luke. This could be number one. Water down the left-hand side, you obviously want no part of, but if you miss it right in the rough, that is very gnarly and nasty to come out of. The green works away from the player, moving from right to left. The miss is out to the right, but watch out. It's awfully quick coming down that green. Don't chip it or putt it in the water.
Well, with a pocket full of FedEx Cup points over the last half a dozen starts or so, this player certainly has been delivering consistent results and pushing for wins or winning, Rich. Do you expect that to continue here this week?
Luke, absolutely. Week in and week out, this player has consistently performed at the highest level. I got to believe he's a lot of people's favorites to win this tournament.
Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Looking really good, this one. And that's for birdie. Well holed. And after that hole, he's now alone at the top of the leaderboard. The first of the par fives, Rich, the fourth hole.
Yes, Luke, you got out of bounds on the right-hand side that shouldn't come into play for the players, but those bunkers down the left-hand side certainly will. If you get a good tee shot away and you find the fairway, the second shot uphill to this par 5, you can reach, but still lots of trouble lurking around this green.
Rich, I love being back at Bay Hill every time because you get to honour the absolute legend of our game, the King, Arnold Palmer. There's just an air of something extra special this week, isn't there?
When you step on the property here at Bay Hill, you know you're in the presence of something special. Arnold Palmer's legacy was really built here, wasn't it? Granted, he absolutely brought everything he had to the PGA Tour, but when you come to Bay Hill and you have all the monuments, especially the statue right there to the right behind number 1 and number 10 tee boxes, you just get a chill down your spine like, man, this is some kind of awesome place. I cannot wait to tee it up here. And saying that, Mr. Palmer did not leave a golf course. That's very easy for these players. But listen, they come back here every year knowing that they need and they want to honor the gentleman who helped form the legacy of the PGA Tour. And that's why they're out here playing for all the money.
Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. The 5th at Bay Hill is the shortest par 4 on the front 9, measuring just under 400 yards. Ridge, placement off the tee, critical here.
It is. It plays straight downhill the entire way, so most players not taking driver out and challenging those bunkers. Lay up short of those, and you'll have a short shot to a green that once again chases away from you at the back end of it.
And taking aim from around 100 yards here. He's got a 2-stroke buffer. Oh, what a gorgeous looking shot that is, Rich. Outstanding shot. High quality.
Already had a few birdies today. This for another.
And this putt to move into a tie for second. Was on a good line. Always nice to have a birdie putt. Wow, they certainly got out of the right side of bed today.
That sets a positive tone for the player, doesn't it?
Leading by 3 strokes now. Now we head to the famous par 5 6th. Rich, a lot of players are thinking birdie, maybe even eagle.
Out to the right, most definitely the widest part of the fairway, just left of the left-hand bunker out there. We'll leave a layup out to the right, and then you just have a short pitch on from there. This is a really solid birdie opportunity.
2 wins so far this season. Well, that's certainly showcasing all their talents there. That's impressive.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and get rewarded for it.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me. And another one goes. And with it, an increase of his lead. And that will take him to 4 under. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. Let's have a look at the 7th hole, a par 3.
Finally, you have a green that pitches back towards you ever so slightly, Luke, but still coming into it with a good 6-5 iron from 195 yards. It's still a difficult task to get it close.
And he's hit that inside the range. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
And back to the play, shall we? Now, long-range putt coming up here. It'd be good to make a bomb, wouldn't it?
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Okay, slow down now. That's enough. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 11 feet from the cup.
Looking better.
Appears to have overcooked this one. Let's try and make this one. And only drop the one shot.
Yeah, this is looking nice.
Looked like they hinged in that stroke. It's just about 3 feet away. Well, a disappointing double bogey for our leader there, but that's provided some wonderful opportunities for the chase pack. The par 4 8th, Rich, challenging tee shot and approach.
Love this tee shot here, Luke. The fairway camber's pretty good from right to left, kicking the golf ball towards that bunker. So make sure to take one less club off this tee. From there, you make sure that you take enough club for your second shot to carry the front edge. If not, that golf ball will come falling back off the green into the drink.
Oh, that was pure. A chance for a birdie if this goes down. Okay, steady now. And that should secure the par on this one. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Let's take a look at the current standings. Our current leader is up by 3 shots. Let's take a look at the final hole on the front 9, the 9th, and what a tough tee shot it is.
It is it ever. Players want to avoid the bunker down the left-hand side, so inevitably they push it out to the right-hand side, into the rough, into the trees. Now they've got really very little chance of reaching the green in 2. So this is probably the most difficult tee shot on this front 9, and one they have to find the fairway with.
Going with the 7. This should play. This is a ball striking clinic. Yet another green in reg here.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. Ouch, that hurts. This one just outside 7 feet to the hole. Oh, that's frustrating. Putting for a bogey. Nice line. Oh, this is a precarious position, if you don't mind me saying, Rich. They have the lead, but there's plenty chasing with just 9 to play.
Yeah, but I like the position. I like being out in front. That forces the other players to come catch you. I like their position.
And they're playing from about 140 yards out. Currently leading by 2. Going with the pitching wedge here. Hope it gets a good kick to the left. Playing within their comfort zone there. Trying to get to 2 under with this putt. That was a gallant attempt. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. That's a good putt for par. You'll take it. And now that finds him in first place. The par 4 11th resembles the par 4 3rd, doesn't it? The big lake on the left-hand side.
It does. It just has a little more landing room here on the left-hand side, however. But if you lay back, be prepared to go in with a long iron. If you take the driver out and successful, you now turn this challenging hole into almost a birdie opportunity.
This shot is about 140 yards out. He's got a 2-stroke buffer. Great looking shot, this. Oh my, right by the hole. Putting for birdie. Mark it down, that's birdie number 5. And that will take him to 2 under. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Firm back up the hill. This will be a good one.
Oh, so close. Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. And the 12th hole, Rich, similar to the 4th hole. Arnold Palmer is really starting to mimic front and back nines.
He does. It's kind of the same thing. Out of bounds out to the right. You got to avoid both those bunkers there, both right and left. You find the fairway. Again, second shot slightly uphill to a green that sits above you. One of the big dangers here, though, is going long. That is a big no-no to miss it long on this 12th.
Oh, I love this type of courage, Rich. Going forward in 2.
I tell you what a sensational play. This player stepped up their game. A bold play, hopefully a bold reward.
Tracking. Oh, well hold for eagle. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. Number 13, not a long hole by anyone's stretch, but the pond in front of the green really plays havoc.
It does, more so than it should. It's just a long iron or a hybrid off the tee. Find the fairway down the right-hand side. Open up the angle for your second shot. And it's obvious, you just don't want to miss your second shot right. So bail out to the left-hand side. Make a par. Pretty simple.
Well struck. What's in front of them, Henny?
The perfect leave. Uphill, can be firm.
Ooh. Just 3 feet to the cup.
This is important. Big par putt here.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Oh, just missed. And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up.
I'll be right back, guys.
Our leader is out in front by a whopping 5 strokes. Looks to be going with a hybrid here. That one should find the surface. How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. Not a bad play, that one. A chance to move to 5 under par. Just didn't drop. 4 feet to the cup. Okay, steady now. This next putt. is for bogey. Well, the leader giving a little hope for the rest of the field there as they put down a bogey on the scorecard. As we get into the closing stretch here at Bay Hill, the 15th, the par 4.
Strong par 4 here, dog legs from left to right. Don't miss it out to the right in that bunker. Not only are you hitting your second shot out of the trap, but also you've got some magnolia trees to deal with. This is a very difficult fairway to find because that fairway does chase away from you just over that bunker. This is a very strong par 4.
That's some good golf right there. Playing this shot from about 180 yards. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. This looks to be hit pretty well from where I'm standing. Lining up the birdie putt here. That's a good way to bounce back from the drop shot at the last hole.
And nice to have that cushion heading down the last few holes.
Well, one of the great parts of the finish here of Bay Hill's Club and Lodge, Rich, is the fluctuations in scoring, and it all starts here at the par 5 16th.
Luke, you got to take advantage of this par 5. It's just over 500 yards. Find the fairway. Don't flirt with either of those bunkers out there. Second shot should be with a middle to long iron to a green that's surrounded by water on the left and bunkers on the right. But still, it's a great opportunity to make 4 or better.
Look at the line on this one. Get in the hole. Oh, what a shot by our leader.
It's amazing to see how good this player is in full flow.
Going with the 9-iron, I think.
What a shot from the rough. This is gorgeous.
Well played.
And this is why you got to keep your foot on the gas at all times. These guys and girls are good.
6 feet remaining to the cup. Don't mind the look of this. Look at him just surging ahead at the top of the leaderboard. And that will take him to 6 under. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard after that effort.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Let's find out.
Opting for the hybrid, I think. This is from miles away.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Ouch, that hurts. Didn't quite have the right stuff there. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par.
These are on rails, looking good.
That's a good putt to make, that one. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard. It was on a good line. And after that effort, that's how it looks. Our current leader is enjoying a 7-stroke advantage. Rich, as we head to the finishing hole here at Bay Hill, a famous finishing hole, so much drama over the years, predominantly by the great Tiger Woods. But most of the drama starts off the tee.
It does. This is actually a semi-blind tee shot. There's a mound down the right-hand side of the fairway where you can't see the golf balls land, so players won't know whether they found the fairway or missed it right or even out on the left-hand side. Most iconic moments in all of golf, in my mind's eye, Robert Gomez holding his second shot here back in 1990 to claim the title. Needs a little members bounce to the right.
Wonderful shot into the 18th and a chance for birdie.
Full of confidence as well with their putter. Gotta like their chances.
And this is why they put in hours and hours of practice. A putt to win it all. Ooh, back there, Horsey. Hopefully they won't take that too badly. There's another chance here to close out the victory. If it's up, it could be in. The old hammer hands putt. All right, let's see if they can compose themselves and knock this one in to claim the title. Oh, that's a nice line. That was a gallant attempt. Don't sweat that last opportunity. This is another one to knock it in. And size them up for the red cardigan that Arnold Palmer made famous. You are the Arnold Palmer Invitational Champion. Congratulations.
And what a week it was. A fantastic victory. Sensational victory on arguably one of the tour's hardest golf courses. Way to go. Great win.
And Rich, I think you mentioned earlier that this player was your favourite. Well picked.
Listen, it's not a hard pick, is it? This player has consistently been there all season long. There's no reason why not to pick them to win. They just make me look smart. That's about it.
On behalf of Rich Beem and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time. Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Players' Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beem in the booth, and it's hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Thank you, Luke. What a lovely introduction and what a lovely day. I'm very much looking forward to strolling the fairways alongside these two players. They have been at each other, let me tell you. There's been a little bit of banter on social media back and forth in the lead up to this match. They have a bone to pick. They have a bee in their bonnet, and it's all going to be settled out on this golf course today.
Well, it will be interesting to keep an eye on this one right throughout this event. Rich, what kind of mojo do you think this player's got after winning in their last start?
This player has more confidence, I believe, than any other player in the field at the moment. This should be another good week for him. No harm, no foul there with that shot.
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Yeah, guys, he's looking at around 17 feet. This is what they have left for birdie here.
Ooh, right by the hole. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. And that's an opening hole par for this player.
That's a rock solid par right there.
The first of our birdie opportunities comes second, par 5.
Driver not necessarily required here because you have to shape your tee shot from right to left. And if you're a right-handed golfer, that's not the easiest thing to do. So lefties have a better opportunity, I think, of finding this fairway than most with driver. From there, a second shot over a long bunker to a green that's very narrow, dotted by pot bunkers. Truly is one of the coolest par 5s on this layout.
More.
Bit disappointing, that one. And here we are with the third shot. That's on the green, but still a fairway from the hole. Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones. Right on 8 feet. Oh, what a stroke. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? And this one is for his par. That will work. And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
He's got some work to do, but he's only one back from his rival.
So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. He's in a share of 7th place. Let's take a look at the par 3 third. Straight away mid-iron to short iron shot.
Such a cool little par 3. Love this green. There's a low section in the front and a high section in the back. And anytime they put the pin all the way in the back section of this green, well, I tell you what, good luck on you. If you miss this green long and or left, that bunker sits some 5 feet below the surface of the green.
And he's down there. You got to read.
Has to putt this one downhill.
Hit a house. 12 feet to the cup coming up. Oh, just missed. Putting now for a bogey. Bubba Watson currently sitting in the lead as we check the rest of the standings. Well, the fourth is another great example that it doesn't need to be a long par 4 to be a testing one. This fourth can be menacing, can't it?
Just a small little twisty par 4. Just going to take out a fairway wood, find the fairway, and from there you're going to have a small second shot, probably a wedge. 3 distinct sections to this green, the front, the right, and the back left, and all of them have their difficulties when hitting your approach shot into them. However, in my mind's eye, if you find the fairway, you should have a decent look for birdie.
Good sounding strike, that one. Good shot there. And now over to Tony Finau.
He's one stroke behind his rival in this event.
Sadly hasn't made a putt all day. Hopefully that can change here. A bit long on that one. 3 feet to go here to the hole. Looks good off the blade. Bubba Watson currently in the lead. All right, Rich, the par 4 fifth. A strong hole this one, isn't it?
Huge mounding down the left-hand side that you want to avoid at all costs. The bunker down the right-hand side, to be fair, is not that bad. But a little further right of that, though, that's the water. You want no part of it. Second shot is downhill to a green. To be fair, that's mostly flat, runs from back left to front right, but one of the more benign greens on this layout.
And this putt to move into the top 5. That putt went a bit long there. And this putt to move into the top 10. Good stroke. And that's a good make in the end. Certainly helped them fight back from a difficult position.
In the bunker with their tee shot, and that is a very good save.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Setting up this putt 27 feet from the cup. He's got this for his par.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. The tee shot at the par 4-6 has changed a lot now that that tree's been taken out of the way, Rich. But what do you think of this short par 4?
I missed the tree. I thought that was a really cool feature of this hole. You had to flight it underneath the tree back in the day to find the fairway. The bunker down the left-hand side has been expanded quite a bit as the lake on the left-hand side has been added as well. The front part of this green is protected by tall palm trees that will certainly make you think on your second shots. This is a wonderful little par 4.
This putt is for a share of second. Oh, so close. That'll sting a bit. It's just about 3 feet away. Oh, unlucky there. I'd hoped the flag would have helped them. Putting for bogey. Currently at 2 over par. As we go from a wonderful little par 4, we go to a challenging, longer par 4, the 7th.
And as you can see, there's a long fairway bunker down the left-hand side that makes you believe there's more room left than you actually have. It's just not there. Players should be looking a little bit further right. If you find the fairway, your second shot should be straightforward. In fact, Luke, I made a 2 here one time, so that shows you how simple this hole can be.
Yeah, quality shot that.
Would need something special to happen to get the birdie here.
And this putt to move into the top 5 on the leaderboard. Well, it's a bit disappointing. Well, you can't blame them, Rich. I'd have a look at that again if I hit it. A spot in the top 10 awaits if they can make this putt. It's on a good line. For the par. Oh, he'll take that and a spot in the top 10 to boot. Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
He's got some work to do, but he's only 1 back from his rival.
So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. The 8th hole, a long par 3 stretching 240 yards at its maximum. It's no sleeper, that's for sure.
I don't find anything sleepy about this hole. The front of this green is so narrow. There's no place to land it, especially when they put the flag stick there. This hole will grab your attention, as it should, because it's a long iron to a sliver of an opening. Even when they put the pin on the right-hand side, you want no part of it. The center of the green all day long here.
Just didn't drop. Big putt for par coming up. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. Now 3 strokes back after that hole. The final hole on the opening 9 at TPC Sawgrass Stadium course, Rich, is a clever 3-shotter.
Par 5, 583 yards from the back. Most players will play this as a 3-shotter. Just find the fairway out to the left. Second shot out to the right. Sets up a very simple 3rd shot to a very narrow green. Miss it right or left, good luck getting it up and down.
That's a poor lie. Will he be able to get out of here?
Yeah, this is not what they wanted. There might be a couple of hits here.
Ooh. Don't give him praise, just look with admiration. That's serious talent. And this putt to move into a tie for 3rd. And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
This is their 5th shot. Terrific shot. Who could have thought you'd hole it? And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands. Here we go, Rich. The back nine on Sunday. What are your thoughts so far?
Luke, top 10 on the leaderboard and moving up. It'll be interesting to see how this player performs over the next 9 holes.
That was wonderfully done. How much did the win last week give them the confidence to perhaps pull it off again here and go back-to-back?
A massive win last week, looking to double up again this week. I gotta say, they're building off all the good things they did last week. A win could definitely happen.
Getting ready to play their third. Just a couple back from our leader. Ooh, that almost went down. Oh, that's the hands of a surgeon. Lovely touch.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
Currently at +1 for the tournament. There's some birdie holes out on this course, and the 11th is certainly one of those, but there are some troublesome spots if you get out of play.
There definitely is trouble, but the thing I love about this hole the most, Luke, is that there's so many different ways to play it. Most players will take driver off the tee, but from there, now it's anybody's ball game. You don't have to go for the green on the second shot. You can lay it up over the left. You can lay it up over to the right. You can lay it up long left. There's so many different ways of attacking this hole. Each individual is going to do it differently. I love the second shot on this hole.
Time for the second shot at the 11th. That swing looked a little jerky from where I'm sitting. And back to the course with the live action. And this putt to move into first place. That one had plenty of heat on it as it went past the hole. Well, Rich, think they can make this one?
I really can't say I'm a fan of their chances on this one, Luke, but I tell you what, I've been wrong once before.
Ooh. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. Just 3 feet to the cup.
Nice little par putt here.
He's currently tied for third. Well, the tee shot is all that matters on the short par 4 12th. Most players can reach the green. It's just the decision whether the player goes for it or not.
They can, but they better be aware that there's a lot of danger up there. Water left obviously is no good, but even bailing out to the right in those dunes, in the mounds, and little pot bunkers on top of those mounds, well, forget about it. That's not a good space either, especially since the green does run pretty hard from right to left. If you want to take this hole on with driver and expecting to make 3, well, you need to realize that a 5 and a 6 could be easily made as well.
Oh, well played. And this putt to move into a share of first. Oh, that's frustrating. And a chance to move into a tie for second here. Okay, let's head to the next. And now over to Tony Finau.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Well, as you start to head for home here at TPC Sawgrass, you're blessed with this wonderful par 3 13.
And this is a really cool par 3. You've got 3 distinct areas on the green, front right, all the way on the left-hand side, and the back right. Wherever they put the pin is going to dictate what shot shape you want to have into that green. I think it's a really cool design because it requires you to think about how you want the golf ball to land on the green and the way you want it to bounce. I think Pete Dye did a great job in designing this green.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. 3 feet to go here to the hole. Solid par putt that. Trailing by a stroke after that hole. There's a few birdie opportunities out of the gate here on the second nine at TPC Sawgrass, but it really starts to toughen up down the stretch, starting here with a difficult par 4 14th.
Difficult tee shot on this plane, some 481 yards from the tip. You find the fairway, and you've got a decent chance of finding the green with your second shot. But if you're out of position anywhere on this hole, your number will go up exponentially.
Choosing the 9-iron here. Not sure if that's how they drew it up.
Lots of greens and regulation today for this player, but not so on this occasion.
And here we are with the third shot. One stroke off the lead. Oh, yeah. What a shot that was. Oh, and up he goes, marching to the top of the leaderboard. And let's have another look at that one.
Oh, yeah, look at those hands. What a chip shot.
So after that hole, he's now up to even with the card.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
The par 4 15th again requires another strong tee shot because there's some trees in the way, Rich.
Players do hit through a chute off this tee shot, which makes it a little bit simpler, I believe, for the players. Bunker down the right-hand side is no good because you'll have trees blocking you out with your second shot. If you miss it left into the pine straw, now you've got some trees blocking you out there. So finding the fairway is imperative. This green is no fun. You find the center of the green and you might be able to putt every single day, but in all reality, you have to find the correct section in order to give yourself the best look at making a putt.
That got a little out of control, I think.
Now from that lie, missing the green was always an option.
After a very consistent run of play over the last half a dozen starts or so, Rich, this player's coming with a whole heap of confidence, and they look to me to be one of the players to beat. Do you agree?
We've seen this player time and time again contend for tournaments, and it is no surprise to see him doing it once again this week. It is so fun watching this player. They're in top form.
And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard. As we head to the 16th tee, the famous par 5 reached the start of the gauntlet.
Ideally, players want to take their tee shots from right to left, start off that fairway bunker and move it left back in the fairway. Anything down the left-hand side can get caught up into those trees and really cause players issues with their layup. You find the fairway, now you have a massive decision to make. Go for it or bail out to the left, thinking that's the safe play. It really is not. You have to be brave and try and find this green with your second shot. If not, it could come up and bite you.
Ooh, it'd be nice to make this putt. This is for eagle. Oh, that's too bad. 5 feet coming up to the cup. Yeah, that putt looked pushed. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Straight back up this hill. Can be firm here.
Unlucky the flagstick didn't slow that one down.
And this next putt, it's for bogey. Checking in on the leaderboard, this player is currently tied for first with Lydia Ko. All right, Rich, you've stood there, you've hit the shot. Take us through the par 3 17th.
When you play here in a practice round, it looks like you could just throw it on there. But when you're in a tournament round, it doesn't even look like it exists. The hole changes so much when the tournament starts. That's what I love about it. You just add 35,000 people who are having some fun and ready to heckle you if you knock it in the water. Good luck. Enjoy.
Was on a good line. Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
It's time to check on the leaderboard. Let's head to the finishing hole. This wonderful par 4 18th. Wonderful only if you're a spectator.
It's wonderful if you're not playing it for a lot of cash. It's just one of the most difficult, visually intimidating holes I think you'll ever face in your life. Somehow, try and hit it down the right-hand side of the fairway, keep it out of the rough, and from there, hit it out to the right-hand side of the green, somehow also keeping it out of the rough or that pot bunker short right. Listen, you'd be happy to make 5 here, that's for sure. 4s are magnificent. 3s are unicorns. They really don't happen that much. It is such a difficult, demanding finishing hole, probably one of the toughest in championship golf.
And now this to win the Players' Championship. Oh my, that would have won the event.
Yeah, that's a huge disappointment for that player. They had it in their grasp, but just...
Well, I didn't see it coming, Rich, but this one's going to a playoff. Here we go, Rich. It's time for a playoff, and we'll be using the aggregate format for this one.
Luke, in playoffs, anything can happen, my friend. Let's sit back and watch.
Well, Rich, with 3 players tied for the lead, it's still anyone's game.
I like this format, Luke. It makes you stay aggressive, but you also have to stay patient. It'll be interesting to see how these players attack it.
Well, this looks enticing here, Rich.
Nobody wants to see this player lay up. Time to be bold.
Oh, no one likes a plug lie. Really, just getting out of the bunker is a big deal here. Ooh. Well, that was the number, no doubt about that.
And this putt to take the lead in the playoff.
Leading after 1, Rich. We're on to the next hole.
That's a nice position to be in with this aggregate playoff.
And now striding onto the tee of this par 3 hole.
Well, this player had a par earlier on this hole in regulation. Luke, not too sure that's going to be good enough in this playoff.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Oh, what a wonderful play. Leading with intent.
Here's a chance to extend their lead in this playoff.
Okay, steady now. There's part of about 6 feet coming up. And in it goes for the par.
As so often the scene of all playoffs, let's head back to the 18th hole.
And now this player tees off their final hole of the event with the lead. Oh, he's been putting on a clinic all day. Another beauty by our leader.
Man, people usually don't go that far on vacation. What a drive.
Chosen the pitching wedge here.
The wind was howling, but that didn't matter.
This next putt will win it all.
Ouch, that hurts.
Putting for a par now. And they've done it. They went the distance and then some. What a way to win.
It took them a little longer than usual, but what a way to win this one, Luke. Amazing putt.
Well, you love to see it, Rich. A hard-fought playoff battle, but the victory is theirs.
All the hard work and composure totally pays off the thrilling playoff victory, Luke.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, hope you enjoyed our extra coverage in this week's playoff finale. From myself and all the hardworking people at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. See you next time.
you